Traders, which US dollar pairs are the best to trade right now? Let's take a look. Welcome to Simply Forex. If you want to improve as a trader, then you're definitely in the right place. Each week, I'm going to give you easy to follow trade ideas, tips, and advice so you too can succeed at trading. And if you stay till the end of this vid, I'm going to give you all of my trade ideas for today. So stay tuned for that. And if this sounds like a plan, then please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and please smash the like button, guys. Mercy beaucoup. So let's start with, as I said, the US dollar pairs, right? And if you look at any weekly chart, right, we are getting lots of buyers into these US dollar pairs, or sellers depending on which pair, right? But British pound, US dollar, you can see we're getting all of these buyers, which means US dollar weakness, right? But if we look at the day chart, we've kind of hit a resistance level with pound US dollar, right? Let's take a look at another one, Euro US dollar. If we look at the weekly chart, there's this level down here where there are just lots of buyers sitting, right? Bang, lots of buyers. This week so far, bang, lots of buyers, right? But Euro US dollar, for me, is actually in a downtrend, right? If we just track structure, right, we're in a downtrend, right? So I don't want to trade US dollar weakness here. Let's take a look at another one, US dollar, Canadian dollar. Again, we've got this massive weekly sell-off, right? And that is massive because we've got a key weekly resistance level. But it doesn't always manifest into a trade, because if we look at the day chart, I need the day chart and the weekly chart to make sense together for me to take a trade. And I do not want to sell into this key support level, right? So as you can see, a few pairs are not setting up, but the pair that I really like is Aussie dollar, US dollar, right? And across the board, guys, we're seeing Aussie dollar strength. And for me, again, let's start with the weekly, right? We're still getting all this buying pressure, which means US dollar weakness, right? On the weekly chart at this weekly level. And if we go to the day chart, unlike Euro US dollar, this is in an uptrend, right? It never broke these lows because of this big bullish candle closed above these lows here, right? So we're in an uptrend still, okay? We're getting bullish candle, bullish candle, bullish candle, which suggests we can take price up to this 0.6300 level, which still hasn't been hit, if not a bit further up to these highs in here. All right, so that is my first trade idea for today, Aussie dollar, US dollar. I prefer this over all the other US dollar pairs. I was looking at New Zealand dollar, US dollar. I also like this, right? I still think this has a bit of room to move into as well. So this is identical to New Zealand dollar, US dollar, pretty much. These two pairs are obviously highly, highly correlated. Right, this is the last low for me in here, never gets broke. Bullish, 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 a bit more room to move into. It has hit this 0.57 thousand level, but perhaps it could come up a little bit higher into here. All right, it is worth pointing out for both of these US dollar pairs, if we take a quick look at the economic calendar, later on today, we do have this data coming out. So we have some employment data coming out of the US, right? And this can obviously have an impact on those trades. Back to the charts. Now, to carry on this Aussie dollar strength that I'm seeing, I also like pound Aussie dollar. Okay. Now, this is going against the weekly view, right? The weekly view is bullish, right? Okay, bullish candle, but things are pretty overextended, and perhaps we're seeing a retrace before we come higher, right, on the day chart. So if we go down to the day chart now, right, we've had price react at a very nice resistance level. And just look at these candles. Super bullish, super bullish, super bullish. Okay, and all I'm trying to do, guys, is just take price back down to the next psychological level. I'm not being too adventurous with this because it is against my weekly view, right? But I still think this has room to the downside before it comes back up. Okay, so I've got a conservative target here of 1.9850. If not, it could make its way down to this 0.9800. And the whole time I'm conscious of this moving average 20 moving round. So this becomes almost my target, the moving average 20. All right. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. If we drop down to the H4 now to find an entry, you will see that we've got this nice level through here. So if price does this, breaks down, get a nice retrace into this level here, we get a bearish reaction, right? We will then start selling pound Aussie dollar. And you can see how the moving average 20 is here as well. This is a really nice area of resistance to start selling. All right, so pound Aussie dollar sells as well. Again, it's very much worth pointing out, if that even made sense, that we have the Bank of England interest rate decision, right? So as you can see, guys, all of this coming out at midday London GMT, right, is going to move the pound, right? They're looking to reduce the interest rate by 25 basis points. So let's see if that actually happens. And it's also these numbers in here are key, guys, right? If one voting member says they should cut or hike, this will also have a big impact on pound. So really, guys, this pound Aussie dollar trade, we can't really take this until this news has been and gone. All right. So there's pound Aussie dollar. Sorry, guys, let me just go back to Aussie dollar, US dollar. So I told you I like the trade in terms of the day chart, but we never looked at an entry. So let's just quickly go back to Aussie dollar, US dollar and look at the H4 entry. Now, again, guys, very conscious of where this moving average 20 is, right? So this is a nice level, okay? But price might want to retrace a little bit further to the moving average 20. But somewhere in here, if we see a nice bullish candle, right, we can take price back up to this 6,300 level, if not a bit further. All right, so just wanted to show you the entry there for Aussie dollar, US dollar. So you can see the Aussie dollar strength, pounds Aussie dollar sells and Aussie dollar, US dollar buys. There's a couple more trades I'm looking at. Before I do, if you could please subscribe to the channel, guys, smash that notification button and please smash the like button. Thank you very much. Also, right now, guys, we have a great promotion running on our website. So if you go to www.simply-forex.com, we are giving you 25% off all of our premium education. That includes the VIP Discord channel, that includes our comprehensive trading course, and it includes our mentorship program where I coach you one-on-one. 25% off across the board until the end of February. So get involved, guys, take a look. Also, don't forget to join our trading community. Right, next trade is Euro Canadian dollar. Right, if we look at the day chart, we have had a breakdown in structure. Let's have a look at the weekly chart first. Okay, so these highs never broke here, right? This all held on to it. And you can see these highs here. We've had a big bearish wick followed by a big bearish candle. Okay, lots of selling pressure here. If we look at this trend line, right, I still think there's a little bit more room down to this 1.4800 psychological level. Okay. Now, if we drop down to the day chart, you'll also see this candle just broke this grey support zone, right, which we like. But also, we had a structure break up here, right? Stopped making higher highs at a weekly level, right? No surprises there. And if it stops making higher highs, that's always a bit of a red flag that trend could be slowing at the very least, if not changing. And then sure enough, it changes, right? We're starting to get lower lows. We're in a downtrend. And like I say, we've just got a little bit more room down to this level here. So looking for sales, if we drop down to the H4 to look for an entry, I'm only interested in price reacting in here somewhere, right? Because if price breaks out of here, then I would suggest it has more room to the upside and I'm not interested. But if we get a reaction in here, got the moving average 20, you've got these highs in here, we get a nice bearish H4 candle, something like this, that happens in here, I think we can take price lower. All right, so Euro Canadian dollar sells. And the last one, guys, I'm still keeping an eye on this one, right? I've been keeping an eye on this for 12 years now. And we have made some nice profit on the way up with this pound Swiss franc trade, right? And I still like it. If we look at the day chart, right, it's still nicely in an uptrend, right? Getting higher highs. This candle broke those highs. Price has retraced again to a nice value level in here. And the idea would be to take price back up to these highs still, right? This trade is still on. You know, you're probably thinking, Tom, this is quite a bearish candle. I would agree with you, but this grey zone here is still holding, right? So if I can see something like this happen on the H4, perhaps we get a real bullish candle on the back of the interest rate, right? We get a real bullish H4 candle, bounce off of this line, right? This support. Yeah, then I think we can take price higher. If we look at the H1, that would also be a structure break, right? If we look at H1, price is coming down. If we get a break of this level, you know, retest, we're with H1 structure, not with H4 structure, but I would be willing to take this trade from here, right? So guys, yeah, those are my trade ideas for today. Please don't forget to join me for the live stream this evening, 7 a.m. New York EST time. Come join our free Discord, check out the promotion on our website. Have a great trading day, and I will see you next time.